Hello, Minecraft viewers. This is your host Chaitali, and I'm back today with another episode of Minecraft. A little clue about who my guest today is. The first one is that she is a returning Minecrafter, and the second clue is she's published, not just as a card maker, but also as an author. Wanna go see who she is? All right. Hey, Cristina.
Hi.
Great. Thank you so much for coming in. I know you're super, super busy these days. There are lots of things going on for you, but so glad to have you on Minecraft.
Oh, thank you for having me. I wouldn't have missed it.
Awesome. All right. So let's start with beginning at the beginning and talking about your card making journey.
You want to know how I started?
Everything you want to tell us, how you started and, how you progressed through your journey as well.
I mean, I think I'm probably like a lot of card makers in that I've always liked paper and just paper goods and, little notebooks and stuff like that. But I didn't really start stamping until I think it was like probably 2009 or around there. I can't remember exactly, but I went to like a Stampin' Up! Workshop thing with my mom and my neighbor back from home. And they had like a raffle where they did a giveaway and you won like a giant basket of all these supplies. And I happened to win the supplies. So I like came home with all the stuff that, I suddenly had that I just like started playing around with. And then I think the first like person's real blog I discovered was Don McVeigh. And it just kind of like blew my mind. Like I was like, I didn't know people could make cards like this and make stamps like this. And, then I found out about Paper Tray, and then I found out about all these other companies, and it was just like a whole community I didn't know about. And I got really excited, and I thought, maybe this would be fun to try. And my goal was just to like get to know people kind of, enter challenges, and maybe someone would leave me a comment or something like that. And then it just kind of took off. Fun.
Yeah, lots of people leave you comments.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like I have lots of friends through it, which was awesome because, at the beginning it was like, you just don't know, if you put your stuff out there, if people will respond or.
Yeah, that's true. And did you always know your style was clean and simple, and this is what the style was from the beginning?
Pretty much. I mean, I tried sometimes for like a challenge or something to do, like something that was like shabby or like if you look way back in my blog you can see a few of those cards and they're like like cringeworthy, like what was I trying to do? But yeah, I mean, I think like Susan Rahala, she was one of the people who really made me feel like I can do clean and simple and that's okay. I think that it takes actually like a certain amount of courage to be like, I'm just gonna put like a stamp and a sentiment on this card, and like kind of that's it. And the other person was like Miley Bells, like when I saw what she was doing, and I was like month after month with Paper Tray, like seeing what she would come up with, and just being like, I didn't know you were allowed to like do that on cards, So I feel like those people
do anything on cards.
I know, but I felt like those people like opened the door for me to see like, okay, what I'm doing is okay. So. Yeah.
Is it a big challenge to photograph your cards? I know they're very clean and simple is the word for them. They define clean and simple, but I wanted to find out if you had any particular challenge photographing them.
I mean, I don't think I have very good photography skills to begin with. So maybe if I was a better photographer, it wouldn't be hard. But it's hard sometimes because I have a lot of white space. And I like to put it on a white background if I can. But then, the edges of the card get lost in the background, and so then that makes it a little difficult. But and they're never as bright as I want them to be. I don't know. Like, I look at other people's cards, and I like, photographers envy. Like, I want someone to come over here. Like, I want Ashley Newell to come over here and like teach me how to use my camera.
That would be awesome. Yeah, that's a big dream. I would like to have her come over too.
So good. I just love her photography. So, yeah.
But I love yours too. I think your photographs are really awesome too. But I can see that it's a challenge, to keep the simple whiteness of it and still also present it well in the photo.
And it seems like the trend right now is to like have props in your photos. Like people seem to like they'll put like a little thing of twine, or they'll put like a
Yeah.
bowl, or like something like behind it to give the photograph like depth and dimension. But for me, I feel like I just want it to be about the card.
Right.
So I usually don't put props in my stuff, and that's
It matches
another.
your style. It's about the card and it's about putting a little something on the card.
Yeah, I try.
I love it. It's really awesome. So let's talk a little bit more about some memorable moments in your crafting career. The big one I know that I was following your blog by then was the Gallery Idol one. Tell us how you felt and let us live vicariously in the moment.
That was a really fun and crazy time. I mean, I had been winning like some other challenges on other blogs and stuff, and I felt like, oh, I'll give this a shot. And I had remembered from the year before, like watching the whole, competition unfold and feeling so invested in it. And I thought, well, there's no way I'll win, but like it would be fun to play along. And I thought maybe I had a chance to be in like the top 20 or whatever. So
Hmm.
I entered like a zillion cards for the open call. Um, but every round was like, it was fun because there was all this chit chat behind the scenes with all the contestants.
Oh,
We
wow. Yeah.
had like a private Facebook group where we all like talk to each other and stuff. And so that was super, super cool because we would be like, what are we gonna do? Like this round is about fabric. No one knows how to work with fabric. We were like freaking out, but we were freaking out together, which was nice. Um, so that was really fun. And then, but every morning when they would announce it, I would be like laying in bed and I'd be like, okay, relax, go back to sleep. You're okay. Like, you don't have to run down and check. But then every morning I would be like, I have to go check. I have to go check. And I would sit down at my computer
Nice.
and like sneak, like scroll so slowly to see. And I'd be like, yes, I'm still in this next round. So, um,
The
it
very last one was right, very suitable for you, right?
yeah, the final round. Yeah, that was sort of cool. That was my goal all along too. I feel like in Gallery Idol, a lot of times what happens is I see card makers who I know they have a certain style, but then within the competition, they
Hmm.
seem to like throw that style out the window and just start like making crazy cards just to like, that are just kind of like over the top. They're
Hmm.
not like cards anymore. They start being like art installations or something. Like they get like so nutty. And my goal was to like be myself every round, just to like make a card that I normally would have made anyway, regardless of if it was Gallery Idol or not. So for that final round, I was like, I want to do a project that feels really like me, and because I love books, I did something that was book related. And yeah, I mean, it ended up working out. So.
Very cool. Yeah, I think that that's a great advice to stay true to yourself and to stay true to what you're doing and don't change your style for anything. I think that's
It's really hard. Like once you're wrapped up in it, you start, yeah, you feel like, oh, but this person is gonna have a card that like opens and like jumps out at you, like does all the, all these like crazy things. But I just wanted to just make cards, and like, that was it.
stick with your style. Yeah, I totally agree. I think it worked out, and that's probably great advice even in general, like for blog or for publishing or anything else. If you try to vary your style too dramatically, and actually, if you make a card that jumps out at someone, they might even get scared shit. So.
I mean, I think you have to like push yourself. You have to, go out of your comfort zone and stuff like that. But it always has to kind of still feel like you.
Yeah, within the constraints of your style,
Yeah.
do what else you want.
Yeah.
So then the other big moment I wanted to talk about was when you joined Paper Drink. How did you feel? How did you get the news first? I'm curious about that.
I got an email from Nicole,
Uh-huh.
um, and she said that someone was leaving and that, she had been a long time admirer of my work, and she asked if I wanted to join. And my immediate, I was like, this had been the dream, of
Right.
course, the
Yeah,
beginning.
I think you were using Paper Drink even before.
Oh, I've been, I mean, I have so much paper tray stuff down in my area that it's just sort of insane. But so I was like really excited about it, but at the same time, I got that email about like 2 weeks before I was due with my second child.
Mhm.
So there was also like the conflict in my mind of like, will I be able to do this?
Hmm.
Because I'm about to have another baby and, my life's gonna be upside down and, I just don't know if I'm gonna have the time. But I also just sort of felt like if I said no, I would regret it forever.
Right.
Um, and so I told Nicole, this is where I'm at. The timing's kind of bad, but if you will let me join, and I'll just do group projects for 2 months and then I'll be on like full time 2 months down the line, when I'm sort of getting my bearings with the baby and stuff like that. And she was like,
Hmm.
totally fine. Take all the time you need. We would just love to have you on the team. So that's what we ended up doing. And that was a fantastic experience. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I love those
you
girls.
had to step down. We were all so sad about that.
I know. I mean, I tweeted yesterday that I don't know if maybe I made a mistake. Like, but I think I didn't. I think I had to leave. It takes so much more time than I think anyone realizes. Like unless you're on a design team, you probably realize. But even
Yes.
I've been on other design teams, and then on paper tray, that's even like another level though of
Right.
time and energy that it
Yeah.
takes. So for me, it was just like unsustainable. I couldn't just keep doing that and realistically keep doing all the writing stuff that I need to be doing. So,
Right. Yeah. I think even for clean and simple cards, I totally understand, that it takes a long
oh,
time to
I
make.
mean, and I'm a perfectionist, so it's like, one clean and simple card takes me like 5 tries half the time. So,
Oh, and the team itself, like what all things, well, how much, what did the job entail, basically?
so basically every month we get a huge, yummy box of
Ooh.
stamps and dyes and like if there's any new ink colors coming out or cardstock or oh it's so exciting every month to get that
It was fun
stuff.
opening a big yummy box every month.
It's so great, but and then you put or I try to put everything away and like kind of organize it, and usually by that point Nicole has sent out like a PDF file that has the images of all the stamps so that we know what we're working with. So usually I try to sketch out some ideas um,
Hmm.
before actually get any of the supplies. And then they come and, it's like a race to release day. You don't have much time usually. It's only about 2 weeks most of the
Hmm.
time to do all the projects. And, I personally was like, I will stay up and work on things till midnight most nights during release time. And, it's a lot of commitment. It's so fun to try to figure out, you just get like a stamp set that maybe you would have bought, maybe you wouldn't have on your own anyway, but you look at it and you're like, what can I do with this? And what can I do with this that's, original and unique, but still is within my style and all that stuff.
Hmm.
So, um,
You have to make the set shine when you're on the design team.
Yeah.
Regardless
And
of.
I think like Nicole, some of them, like Nicole in particular, I think is really good, and Betsy does this too actually a lot, of using like older stamp sets in
Hmm.
conjunction with the new ones, like just
Right.
totally being able to see like, oh, this could go with that. I was never that good at that. I always just like used the one that was in front of me, basically.
Mhm.
Um, but no, and then you have to upload everything to the gallery. You have to do all your blog posts, all that kind of normal stuff. But
It's like really crazy. It gets crazy once a month on the release week,
yeah,
especially.
it does. And then the 15th hits and the release is over and everyone can buy the stuff and the design team members, I think we all kind of just like exhale, like okay, and then you get prepared to do it all again the next month. But it's always really fun, but it is a lot of work.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. But thank you
And
for the behind
I
the
love
scenes.
those girls though. They're the best, best,
Yeah,
best, best ever.
totally. It's definitely inspirational. That's the first online store and blog that I got started with, and then that's from where I followed like everybody who was using the stamps too. So it was a lot of fun.
I just think that their designs are like really, bar none.
Yeah.
Um, so
Nice, very cool. Thank you for the behind the scenes sneak peek at what happens in the release week and how, major design team operates. Cool. I wanted to also ask you about your secret identity. You are also known as.
You're talking about my writer identity?
Uh-huh,
Well,
uh-huh.
Cristina Henriquez, that's my maiden name, and
Okay.
that's the name that I use for writing. Uh, so, yeah, I mean, it's funny because I think of my card making identity as my secret identity. You guys, the other one
And
is.
who's talking to you, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that why
Yeah.
your blog is, by the way, called Your Paper Secret?
Yeah, because it was like it was a thing that I didn't tell anybody about card making. Like I just was doing it on my own. My mom knew about it, my husband, but like none of my friends knew that I did this. Nobody in my professional life knew that I did this. Part of the reason was because I thought like if my editor knows that I'm doing cards and she sees how often I'm posting, then she's going to be like, "Why aren't you writing? You're supposed to be writing." You know? So. But I just recently told like my agent and some other people like, oh, by the way, I do this other thing. Like I make these cards, and they were like, everyone's so confused though. No one ever knows what you're talking about. Like, what do you mean you sell them? Like you're talking about like Hallmark? It's like, no, they're handmade cards.
That's really cute. So when you are going to be featured and in newspapers or anywhere else, are you going to also show your other secret identity that we know about?
Uh, I mean, I probably won't talk about card stuff.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't. For me, they're just separate worlds. They're
Hmm.
like.
And they
And
have not been
it's
bridged
been really
together yet.
weird. Yeah, and so that's why it's been really weird for me, and I feel still like conflicted about posting about book stuff on my card blog. Like I feel
Mhm.
like you guys all are like, you want cards from me. You don't really want to hear about book stuff from me. So I post it up there sometimes, but I try to not
Not
really.
like the two of them together.
Yeah.
Interesting. But today we want to know about the other identity. Tell us about your book world.
Well, I mean, I went to graduate school for writing, so
Hmm.
I got my master's from the University of Iowa, from the Writers Workshop there. And I've this is my third book that'll be coming out now. The first one is short story collection, and then the second one was a novel, and now this one's a novel.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, writing, I majored in writing in college. It's just always been the thing that I've loved.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this book's coming out this year in June, I think.
Comes out June 3rd, and I expect everybody to buy it.
Yes, that's
Multiple,
exactly
in
what I
bulk.
was talking
You
about.
can buy multiple copies if you want. That would be great. But I mean, if people have book clubs, I think it's going to be a good book club book it's going to generate a lot of discussion, hopefully. And my publisher's doing a reading guide, so that if you have a book club, there's like some pre-made questions to get everybody going. Um, and I've been saying that I'm willing to like Skype in to book club meetings and stuff like
Nice.
that. So
Very cool.
that would
That
be
is
fun.
really
And like I
awesome.
said, it would be awesome if I'm doing readings and on tour. If I would love it so much, if like someone pops out and is like, I'm Erin. I always comment on your blog. I'd be like, oh, nice, fun.
Nice. So I encourage everyone to read the book just so you can go to Christina's book club meetings and
Yeah,
if she's doing a tour to actually see her in person and then pop out of the audience and be like, I know your secret identity.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can ask a question during the Q&A and out me to everybody.
Yeah, like ask the question that it's in, the card maker's talk, like, what color of distressing do you like? And
Yeah,
people will be like, oh,
exactly.
they're talking about ink for writing on the book or something. And nobody will know.
Yeah, we need like a secret code question that like any card maker who comes to one of my events could ask me, but then
Yeah,
I'll know.
it's like a secret
Oh,
handshake to know this whole secret society exists. Cool. Nice.
just stand up and be like, I don't know, like just have some kind of keyword. It's like someone like raise their hand and I'll call on them and they'll just be like, Memento Inc. And I'm like, oh, you're one of them. You're one of the secrets.
Yeah, totally. That's a very good idea. I hope you come to Seattle and I get to practice the secret handshake with
I
you.
know.
but
I know. There's a chance I would come back to Seattle. I'm not sure. Right now, it's not on the tour schedule, but I know like Elliott Bay is always usually a stop. So
nice. But
yeah.
for anyone else who's also watching this video and they'll get to go to one of Christina's book conventions, go ahead and ask her the secret question, and then she'll know who you are.
Exactly.
Nice.
That's
All right.
funny.
So tell us about what you do when you're not crafting. What are other things you do, and what when you're also not writing a book?
I mean, yeah, exactly. Like I have so much extra time after that, right? I'm mostly
What
doing
do you do in
laundry.
like the 25 and 26th hour of your day?
Yeah, right. No, I mean, I have two kids who I'm taking care of. I stay home with them in between all this other craziness.
How
You
old
know,
are you of them?
my daughter is just turned 7,
Nice.
and my son is 20 months.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
hands full there too.
Yeah, I mean they're awesome. They're the best kids in the world. But yeah, they run me ragged sometimes. So, but no, I mean I love to read. Um, I mean you can usually find me somewhere walking around the house with a book. I sit at the dinner table when I'm reading or whatever. So that's the other big thing. And then there's just always laundry and sweeping and emptying the dishwasher.
Yeah,
And,
definitely. There's those things that you have to do no matter what.
And I
Cool.
and I watch a lot of bad TV too. So
Bad TV. What do you watch?
I watch a lot. I watch basically anything on Bravo. I will watch it. It
Nice.
doesn't matter how like awful the reality television is. For some reason I will watch it. Like all the Real Housewives, like all that stuff.
I think it's totally great to watch it. Like if you're doing, housework and something you don't like, you want to see people also doing something they don't like, probably. It's fun to
I
watch.
watch like real estate shows too, so I watch like a lot of HGTV. I don't know.
Nice. You are
But
a Christian
I
after
like
my own.
tonight like I watch Mad Men. Mad Men is starting, so that's like an actually like good show that I watch. And
Mhm.
but yeah, I don't know.
HGTV is great. Yeah, I like HGTV too. I think it's fun to watch it especially for a lot of design ideas.
I
Sometimes
know.
take like a design idea from there and make a card out of it.
Yeah, or like color inspiration
Oh
or
yeah, yeah, totally.
yeah.
Nice. Okay, so we are at the rapid fire round now. Are you
Oh
ready?
God. I think so.
You can do it. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So what we'll do is I'll ask you questions. You'll just go answer them super fast and no time to think. Let's go ahead.
Okay.
All right. If you win $1 million, what would you do?
Give most of it away.
Really nice. Give it away to home like charities.
Um, just different groups that I believe in that are trying to do, yeah, like a lot of like writing organizations and
Hmm.
like friends I know who are starting certain things. And I always like I hear about stuff and I'm always like, God, I wish like I try, I'll give $50 here or there or something like that. But if I ever had like a lot of money, I would love to just give like a giant chunk to a group that could really use it and would not expect it, and that it would change something for them.
Very nice. That's a very noble thought. Nice thought. All right. If you could be any age for a week, what age would it be?
Ooh, 28. No, I'm
You're
gonna
giving your age.
No, that's not my age. But I mean, I think it would be interesting to go back just a little bit.
Hmm.
Like, I don't want to be too young. You're just like you feel crazy when you're too young. If
Right.
you 28, you like grown out of things, but you're still young enough to be considered like young.
Hmm.
So it
Nice.
would be fun.
That's a good age. Okay. This is my most favorite question actually for you. Favorite book?
Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut.
Okay. That was a really fast answer. I will totally read that one. Okay. So some would you rather questions, a choice for you. Would you rather watch a movie or read a book?
Read a book.
That was a no-brainer.
Hmm.
Okay. Play chess or play Monopoly?
Play Monopoly.
Really? Nice.
I don't know how to play chess.
Oh, okay. All
I'm
right.
also, although I think my brothers and sisters would not want to play Monopoly with me. I'm very competitive, so they hate playing board games with me.
Is there another board game you like?
I love Boggle. Well, I mean, that's not really a board game, but it's a game. I love
Oh yeah.
Boggle.
Yeah, you're probably good at it too. It's a board game, so definitely. Yeah.
Like,
We should play a virtual one sometime.
yeah,
Nice. Eat Chinese food or eat Thai food?
tie.
Okay. Have a unicorn as a pet or have a dragon as a pet?
Oh,
You're
unicorn.
a unicorn person?
Yeah. Well, I'm not really, but the dragon scares me. That doesn't sound like.
You can have a cute dragon.
I don't know.
Okay, maybe a uni dragon.
Yeah, the unicorn just sounded like gentler and nicer.
Totally. All right. So give us three poses for the camera. And one of those poses, I want an autograph of you.
Okay, so you want me to like sign my name and hold it up?
Yes, absolutely. And peek from the side of it.
All right. Hold on. Do you want my Kowalczyk name?
I want an autograph that you give on books because I'm gonna.
Oh, well, that's different. That's
That's how I'm getting the autograph.
oh, let me write it.
The kind you do in book signings.
Got it.
All right, let's do pose one.
I don't know how to do this.
Come on, you can do it.
I just do like anything.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Go for it. Pose one.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to say something too,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Smile.
Okay, that's a good pose. Pose two.
Vogue.
Wow, nice pose. And for the third one, the autograph.
Sign. Can you see it?
Yes, nice. Thank you. I am totally keeping that picture. Nice. So, also, since this was Craft, this was our time to get crafty together, and I'm so excited to actually get crafty on video with you. We both created using the same ingredients, and they were actually two companies that you are best known for. One was paper traying, so it was the square print stamp set, and the
Yeah,
reason actually I yeah,
Miley's.
the reason I picked this one was like you have so many awesome cards with it, and it looked like you really enjoyed this. So this
I
is
love that set. It was fun going back and using it again. Like I haven't pulled it out in a little while, but yeah, that set is. Everyone should have that set. It's a great builder set.
yeah, absolutely. And then the second one was these dies. I couldn't make a card without dies when playing with Christina, so they had to come out, and we went with the W+9 Timeless Tags 2 dies. And do you have your card ready?
I do.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, show me. Ooh, okay, yours first.
They're so different.
They are so different.
I just used that. There's this one of the stamps has like a triangle in it, the square,
Yeah.
and so I overlapped it
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of times to make like what looks like kind of an arrow pointing over here, and then
Right.
the tag is there. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
can totally see that.
popped up.
The
Yeah.
dot that is on over there. Nice.
I used a sentiment from Mini Blooms.
Oh, wow. That's a very clean and simple card.
Yeah.
For mine, I actually pulled out an inspiration from one of your cards that you had
Wow.
before. So I had to go with this black background and, like a big pow effect on this. And again,
Yours
it was
is
pretty
so much
difficult.
better than mine.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. That is awesome.
Thank you.
I wish I had thought of that.
I feel right now like I won like Gallery Idol or something if you're saying it was better. Thank you.
No, it looks amazing.
So I had to use enamel dots.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so did I.
Of course. And one more thing was I wanted to ask you what your secret is to, lining these up easily. I had the most difficult time like lining them up in
I don't know. I I just eyeball it and do it.
Wow.
I mean,
That is some
sometimes I use a Stamp-A-Majig, but almost never.
mm, that's some skill though. Like I had the most difficult time lining these up, but I went for a color combination that, I thought you would like.
That's beautiful. I love your card.
Thank you.
You
So we'll
win.
have better pictures of the card on the Ironcraft blog. And today I'm sponsoring a giveaway for Ironcraft viewers. It is a $15 Amazon gift certificate, and I hope you use it to get Christina's newest book coming out in June. And all you need to do for this giveaway is go to the Ironcraft post and answer this question that Christina is going to ask us. What is the question?
What is your favorite book of all time?
Cool. That is a fitting question coming from an author.
Well, I'm interested to see too. I want to see what people say. So.
Do you want people to see your book?
No, no, please don't.
Okay, but that's a great question. Tell us what your favorite book of all time is, and Christina and I look forward to hearing what your favorite book is. Just go to the Handcraft post and leave your comments. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in today for this episode, and thank you, Christina, for joining us as well.
Thank you. I hope to see you guys all again soon.
Yes, please continue crafting, and please come to our town and talk about your book.
Thank you, Shatali.
Thank you.